Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here today on the 14th of July of 2022. This is The Messenger is here. A lady quoted, "Really need a daily message," she said. So this is me answering to your comment, my darling. And comments really do make a difference. Okay, so this is like sharing the energies, giving, taking, reciprocity is what it's called. So here is your daily message as the moon has just stepped into Aquarius. I hope you're all doing well after that super full moon in Capricorn. Something has culminated, ended. Something needs to be let go of, my dear friends. That full moon was happening right on Pluto. Okay, and it was connected to self-worth issues. We're trying to find some sort of a solution from the past, a situation from the past. Is it love? Is it the way you were brought up? What it is that you believe? You've been carrying some sort of a wound that you're looking for a resolution to. It can relate to self-worth, new beginnings, having the confidence to move forward, initiation, knowing that you're a strong individual as well, that whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, all you have to do is believe it and take action towards it. Okay, and let go of any heaviness pertaining to the past, anything that is fear-based and holding you back. It's a time of shedding that. Okay, so full moon in Capricorn, especially for Capricorn people, but also opposite is Cancer, Aries, and Libra. They're the cardinal signs. For them, this full moon was more potent, more important. Okay, what's going on, dear Spirit? And before I take the cards, I will never ask you to donate. I will never reach out to you, I should say, to donate to my channel. Those of you that have been picked on, I can say, through social media, from imposters pretending to be me, asking you to get a personal reading or to donate. This is not me. This is scammers. This is imposters pretending to be me. My links are beneath my video. You can check those out. Make sure that you're not being scammed, my dear friends, because it's been going on a lot and many people have told me about it. Okay, so Divine Debut 11. Debut is with one T, not two T's. Okay, all right. What's going on? What's going on today, dear Spirit? What is the message? Dear Mercury, God Hermes, what do we need to know today on the 14th of July, or roughly around there? Okay, it's all energetic. It's all about the energies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Tower moment. Martian energy, major shift, aha moments, awareness. It's like the, very similar to my last reading actually, where I was talking about the light bulb going on, being aware. Okay, this could also speak to a breakdown of things, breaking away, freeing oneself up. Uranus and Mars are starting in the sign of Taurus to come closer together, and Uranus is on the North Node, so lots of fated events will be playing out. Of course, it will be more important for the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Very fated situations playing out, which are not going to be comfortable. The changes are going to be abrupt, sudden, challenging. Okay, the Tower is never easy, but it's obviously Spirit putting us on the right path when we have come off the right path. We need to be jolted. Sometimes with those fixed energies. That's why the eclipses are happening now in fixed signs. The North Node is in Taurus, my dear friends. So it's all about being grounded. It's earth, it's stability. It's about our values, what we love. This is what we need to get uncomfortable to reach, okay? And Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, so we're going to be seeing a lot of changes. Of course, Taurus is our resources. It's our food. It's what gives us that sense of happiness, security. Okay, it's our money as well. So do take care with your bank accounts. Uranus in Taurus is all about ups and downs pertaining to our finances as well. Remember that Uranus can speak to the internet, so do take care. Where scammers pertaining to your what you own is concerned, is it whatever it is that gives you a sense of security? Okay, so I really need to take another card on that. These are only major arcana cards, and it's the Karma Dharma. So I don't know if this is karma or if it's dharma for you or the person maybe that you've got on your mind. Okay, for me, as I say always, this is not an easy energy, but it's spirit putting us on the right track. So logically, this major shift could be a karmic situation we're going through, but it will take us possibly, it will put us in a position to be able to receive our dharma, what we've worked for, what we've tired for, what we've worked really hard for. We've got judgment. Wow, yeah, there's going to be a moment of crisis and critical times where we're going to have to make a decision. This is a change. This is Pluto and Mars. Mars and Pluto are two malefic planets, but it's also about resurrection. So having the confidence through hardships, being that that confident, powerful individual that can reach a moment of, being put in a place where, because we're coming out of a difficult position, obviously, the Judgment card is where everything is there's no life. Pluto is all about death. It's all about change. It's all about change from the root up. So, it speaks to our root chakra where we feel that we belong, or there's a sense of security there, right? So where we haven't been feeling safe and secure, we need to make the changes, and this is spirit putting us in a position to make the changes, whether we like them or not, whether it's easy or not, okay? Pluto is in Capricorn, Mars is transiting through Aries, so it does relate to changes, right? Capricorn, Aries, they are cardinal signs. So a new season, new seasons are around the corner. Someone needs to make an important choice. They're going to have to think when they're, on the go, when there's a lot of changes going on. Okay, the Tower is radical. It can be explosive energies, shocking revelations, but it can also be wonderful surprises where we feel that there's no hope, there's no ability to get unstuck, but here comes Spirit and says, yes, you will get unstuck. Spirit has your back, and there are second chances here to resurrect, to fulfill, to transform. Yeah. Okay, what's going on? Spirit, please guide, advise. We have the Six of Swords, and as I was pre-shuffling, this card opened up for me. So we're coming away from the Five of Swords in the now position, dear friends. This can speak to like a transition towards more serenity, coming away from self-worth issues, the inability to someone does not want to take part or has been trying to move away from conflict. Now the conflict could speak to communication, thoughts, perception, legalities, but the cards are saying that we have got the ability now to let go of any conflict, even any self-sabotage, and move away from that. It's like we're moving towards serenity and more happiness, more balance. Where are we coming from? And we've got the Knight of Wands, and this card also, I noticed this card as well as I was pre-shuffling, and what I noticed in this card today, which sometimes you could be using a deck for so long, and then you tend to notice different things on the cards about the, what's illustrated and how it's done. And what I noticed today was such happiness in her face, in this woman's face. It's the Knight of Wands, dear friends, so it's Sagittarian energy, so coming from the past, and this is the seed. I don't know, because there's two cards of movement. Knight of Wands is the traveler. It does speak to passion, desire, expansion, right? Sagittarius is Jupiter. So it could relate to foreign countries, people that are at a distance to you, or some sort of change, or maybe also travels pertaining to the past. You could also be dealing with a foreigner, someone that comes from different beliefs. They've come from a different religion, or maybe they just were raised very differently to what you were. The Knight of Wands is all about desire, creativity, taking action towards your passion. And that could relate, obviously, to sexuality too, to a very intimate connection. We know that the Knight of Wands is very driven. He carries the Ace of Wands, which is what he wants to create, but also it's his desires. Right, so there was a lot of movement, quick movement, action being taken in the past, maybe physical movement as well. Let's look at the recent past. Recent past, dear Spirit. Here is the card. And we've got the Eight of Swords. So someone feeling blocked. Their perception is that they're blocked. They're surrounded by those swords. Lots of dark thoughts. Sense of imprisonment and not being able to free oneself up. Whereas we know that the Knight of Wands is all about freedom. The freedom to move, the freedom to move towards one's desires, to expand, to explore, right? Explore a certain situation. But there's been sort of a perception where there's blockages here. So, and yes, it's all about, it could speak to perception or communication. We've got strong air here. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius. We've got Scorpio, obviously. Scorpio is very potent. I'm going to mention Aries as well. What's at the top? What is at the top? What is on our mind? What is crowning this reading? We've got the Page of Swords, or we've got strong Gemini. Page of Swords is a messenger. It could be someone that is trying to make a decision, whether they're going to communicate. Someone's going through a learning curve. Some of you could reach or receive, a message, some sort of information pertaining to a decision that someone's made, even though they were very conflicted about it, what to do. Maybe they were in a position where they felt blocked, but I do see this as very positive. And we've got Gemini and Sagittarius, dear friends, so this does obviously speak to mutable energies, which means change. And of course, it could speak strongly to the mutable signs. So Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. So Immutable signs. Okay, there's some sort of a lesson here. Now, this could speak to a teacher and a student for some of you, and we all tend to take roles at certain times where, you know, and we change roles. So right here, what we've got is like the Jupiterian energy. Someone wanting to expand, right? We've got a big sense of optimism from the past, but that was sort of blocked because of perception, maybe communication or a lack thereof. You know, conflict within the mind, what to do. Gemini is polarized. It's the two twins. There's curiosity though here. Someone's wanting to learn something they don't have the ability to see. We see the blindfold here, but here this could also give us the ability to see and to understand and to learn something that was hidden from us, right? And the Tower, I feel, is going to be what's going to bring us that ability to see clearly. There's a great sense of power here. The power to move mountains, I feel here. With Mars and Pluto here. Very powerful indeed. Let's see what the potential outcome is. And we've got the Seven of Cups. So many doors open up. Again, we've got Pisces here. Lots of doors, lots of choices here, what to do. But the Seven of Cups, sevens, remember, speak to, it's the Chariot. So it can, again, speak to movement. Now, we're still in the Cancer season, so I'd like to wish you, Cancerian people, a happy birthday. And Cancer is all about the home and the past. A couple of weeks ago, we had a new moon in Cancer, right? So someone may be needing to make a choice where their security, their belonging, their nurturing, feeling safe, secure, or any matters pertaining to the past, a home, parents, mother is concerned, right? And we just had the full moon in Capricorn, so something we're going to see, something will be lit up pertaining to that. And I guess, again, it could also relate to our goals and our inspirations. I mean, Capricorn is that, you know, it's the sign of the elder. It's the sign of I need to be grounded. I need to be mature, make sure that I'm standing in integrity. And, of course, it can speak to, of course, for many of us, matters pertaining to career and the home. So I'd like to obviously take a couple more cards here, but I'll do that in a moment. Let's just take another layer. I want to look at that Six of Swords. What's that about, Spirit? We've got the Nine of Wands, so someone is still standing. They haven't had it easy at all. And there could also be a lack of communication, or it's like there's blockages, like someone wants to move to come into safety, security, tranquility, balance and harmony, but they're like feeling blocked. And it's testing times, I'm going to say. Those blockages, and it could also speak to a lack of communication. I feel that those blockages and that lack of communication will end. Let's look at the foundation. Someone's practically had enough here, but they're still standing. Okay, remember that we've got 10 wands here. The Knight holds the Ace of Wands, and here is the 9, which, you know, just summing it up together, it does sort of bring us to the end of that burden. Let's look at the Knight of Wands. What's that about? So it's the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So a lot to do with freedom, my dear friends. A lot to do with freedom. And this could also be a change of energies here, where someone was showing up as very much about having the desire to create, to take action. And then there was a change of energies where someone either put too much thought instead of action into what it is that they desired, and they were very calculative, or they became very detached and cold pertaining to what they desired. I don't know if this is you or this is the person you're dealing with. We've got a fair bit of air and fire. Yeah. And we see here that in the position of the possible outcome, the energies are changing into more compassionate energies. Pisces is compassion, unconditional love. Let's see what that Eight of Swords is all about. Yeah, it's all about decision. Two of Pentacles, things being up in the air, right? Decision. Someone was scared to make a decision because it may be related to their finances, their sense of security. This could also be a choice pertaining to something long-term. It could relate to their money, their security, or maybe also a decision pertaining to a home or to a commitment, any sort of a commitment or a contract. Let's see what's crowning. And I'm going to say that there's been a revisiting of this cycle, my dear friends. We've been there, done that. That's what I see here, because it seems to me like someone is revisiting a situation. We see that cycle here. The Two of Pentacles are like going around and around for me. Yeah, so it's like we're revisiting a situation here, coming back to the same place. And maybe the change this time will be a Tower moment. Let's see what that Page of Swords is about. Gemini. And this could also relate to maybe 2-3 years back when the nodes were transiting through Sagittarius and Gemini. Yeah. What is this Page of Swords about, dear Spirit? What's that about? What's the messenger bringing us? We also see that this page is walking on a tightrope here. So treading very carefully. There's a risk factor here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, so she's usually the mother. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles are very nurturing, motherly, she needs to feel secure before she can move forward. She could be an actual mother, or she's looking at her finances. She needs security, stability. There's also a sense of groundedness here. I do see that I don't know why, but I need to say that she's the quiet achiever. She's calm, cool and collected. She is, but she may be dealing with someone that's more stressed out, or, and I'm not going to rule out that she's not looking at taking a risk as well, but she's not someone who usually would take a risk. So we've got an earth sign here, dear friends. Could be, they could have Gemini as well. For me, mainly Queen of Pentacles. I mean, she's the minor arcana of the Empress. So she's got responsibility. She's the mother in the deck, right? She could also be someone who's very nurturing, providing to her children, or someone that's just very motherly to others. And I don't know if she could actually be a teacher, because we know the Page of Swords, Gemini energy could be a student, or she's going through a difficult learning process. I want to take one more on the crowning position. One more. We've got the Four of Swords. Interesting. So there are challenges here, right? Four of Swords is inaction, no communication, needing to take a risk, but I need to be calm. I need to collect myself before I take this I don't know why. I feel like it's like a leap of faith, or I'm going to take a risk. I'm scared that I'm going to fall and hurt myself, or that I'm going to find a door that's closed. But that's not the case, my dear friends. There are many doors that are open here. Now, obviously, Four of Swords comes after a heartbreak. And with the Page of Swords, that's 5 swords. That is 5 swords, but in the now position. I mean, this is maybe this Queen of Wands, why did I say Queen of Wands? This Queen of Pentacles perception of, you know, fearing the worst. We do have the 6 of Swords here. And I'm going to say it could be that some of you do have, if this is your energy here, or if it's the other person, they do hold fire in their chart. And we've got the Knight of Wands here as well. So there is fire here as well. Let's, and we've got Mars here. So Mars is fire. It is passion. Let's see what this 7 of Cups is all about. Knight of Swords. King of Swords, Knight of Swords. It's like this King of Swords is taking a step back. But it feels as though with this deck, my dear friends, the Light Seers Tarot deck, I always get that there's such urgency here. We go from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. So it's like we're taking a few steps, revisiting a situation pertaining to some sort of a heartbreak or something that has not been communicated because of fear of a disappointment, I would say. And it does relate to the past. And there's a sense of urgency. And look at the incredible messages here coming through. Look at the bow and arrow that's on the back of this Knight of Swords, which the bow and arrow is the Sagittarian energy, which comes from the past. So yes, we've got Aquarius, Sagittarius very strongly here, pertaining to a divine masculine energy. And it's someone who likes likes to move fast. We've got a bike here, so it's all about speed. Someone that's impatient. We've got, I mean, this is the quick knight, and we see the Knight of Swords running to get to his bike. So trying to catch up or to beat time or revisit the past, try to salvage. Hello, Agape. Hello, Agape. Try to salvage something from the past. This could speak to a lot of quick communication. It can be challenging. A lot of information coming through that could lead someone to potential legalities. A lot of understanding here, because 7 of Cups is things being up in the air and a lot of confusion as well. So things will be cleared, but it won't be easy. Let's take another card. Agape. Hello, my baby. If you hear a bang, it's Agape making a mess. Not that, Agape, please. Agape more. Yeah, as I always say, love is in a bit of a mess right now. Agape is sort of trying to find a comfortable position, and she's being very naughty. Okay, ta-da. Ta-da, Agape. Let's take another card here and see what's going on. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ace of Cups, my dear friends. The Ace of Cups is on offer here. So, but what I see here, because we've got 8 Cups, and 8 Cups is someone that's needing to leave a situation that did not fulfill them. That's the only way to be able to potentially have this chance, because this is a potential. It's like a gift from Spirit, and what are we going to do about it? Right? 8 of Cups is leaving a situation where you're emotionally you were unhappy. And the 8 of Cups also speaks to me of an energy of emotional maturity and having gone through an emotional growth, but also spiritually having grown. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Two of Wands, dear friends. And the Two of Wands many times again speaks to choices. We've got the Two of Pentacles here as well. The Two of Wands is very much my 11 card, right? Twos. And just on that note, as I just turned on my phone so that I could check the time and put my timer on, this is what I saw. So the 1111, I always take a still shot when I get 1111, especially, and many of you do tend to notice repeating numbers. And of course it will be for each individual different. For me it's the 1111. That's very important. So I take it as a portal. It can speak to matters of justice, of course, because number 11 is the justice card. It can speak to karma, dharma. So I do take note of days, and recently it's just been very obvious that 1111 keeps coming up all the time. For you it'll be different. So I'd love to hear about it. Let's see what's going on with the what's going on with Spirit here. What is the message? Because what happened was I was talking and I needed to, it wasn't recording, so I was about to take one of these cards and I had to stop. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Sometimes I feel like, because when I'm reading, I'm not here. I'm elsewhere. So even with my timer going off, I don't know that it's gone off, so I could restart my camera. And I've done this multiple times, but today I thought, let me stop and see where my recording stopped. So I'm glad I had pulled the cards out. I truly believe that the messages that you receive are the ones you're meant to receive. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know today. What is the message today, dear Spirit? What is the advice? What is the advice? Please give me a card, dear Spirit. I think that this may be the card. And we've got come to the edge. My goodness, someone doesn't want to take a risk. Someone is having difficulty coming to the edge. That risk factor that I spoke of, number 36. It does remind me of the Fool card, very much so as well. And the risk could be pertaining to love. We see all the love hearts here. Right, coming to the edge. It could be love, or it doesn't have to be romantic love. Okay, and it's a 9. It could be the love of a child. And the Queen of Pentacles could be, and I just got the goosebumps as I said that. The Queen of Pentacles could be someone that is so compassionate and so sacrificing, that her love for this child, whatever it is, it could be something that she's creating. The security for a particular child doesn't have to be a mother, it could be a father. Okay, it could be a father figure as well. Okay, let's see what's going on in love, shall we? Let's take the romance angels and see what's going on in love today. And of course, because the come to the edge is a risk factor, and it reminds me of the Fool. Could be someone that's very adventurous, wants to take that journey. Could be a metaphorical, physical journey. It could also say that someone is in the near future. They will take that plunge, that leap of faith, or they'll be pushed over the edge because of the Tower. I just needed to jot down the title, my dear friends, so that's why I stopped shuffling. Oh my God. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, calling in your soulmate. This is Archangel Michael for me, my dear friends, as many of you know that have been following me. Okay, you are manifesting a soulmate, but I'm not going to stop there. I want to see what's going on with this soulmate, okay? Dear Spirit, what is going on? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of us have been carrying karma from our parents that we've needed maybe to resolve. It could be you, it could be the other person, okay? But it also speaks to healing. Now, some of you may be already with a soulmate, okay? And you're going through a healing process. Now, this could also be obviously a parent-child connection where you are soulmates. Of course, we are soulmates with our parents. It is obvious. They're important people in our life. For others of you, you could be coming out of another commitment. What you need to do is forgive, and you've got a soulmate that's coming in. Okay, that's your second choice. That's Spirit giving you a second chance at happiness. And remember, this is Archangel Michael here as well. So Archangel Michael, thank you for your guidance. Archangel Michael is present with us here. He has shown himself to me in the past. That's why he's one of my spirit guides. My main spirit guide. We've got religious factors. So your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Some of you may have not been on a mature level, maturity pertaining to your spirituality. If this is a love relationship, the other person was not spiritually mature. Maybe they have now gone through that maturity. Okay, so the potential is here for a new beginning. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And again, it speaks to religion. So some of you do come from different areas of the world, different upbringing. And we've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I always get from this card that some of you are not feeling worthy of this connection, or you may have been dealing with someone that is feeling that they are not worthy of this connection with you. So maybe now someone has come to the point of understanding that without feeling whole within themselves, they cannot be in a divine union. Or for others of you, this is, some of you may have been on another path with another commitment where there was a lot of ego and a lot of narcissism, where the other person was imbalanced. They didn't know how to love. So this could be something that you are leaving behind, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So maybe it says that when you've got the ability to love yourself first, that's when you can open the doors, right? That's when the doors will open for this soulmate to enter. Okay? All right. Let's take 3 Lenormand. And I will take a chocolate message card today for you. I'd like to look at the outcome, please, Spirit. Three cards pertaining to the possible outcome. Thank you. Okay, we've got the Fox and we've got the Mountain. So there has been trickery maybe, or someone's trying to find an intelligent way to salvage something, and it can relate to risk, as I said. Also, someone is trying to end a major karmic cycle in their life, or someone's trying to figure out how to get themselves to a point of checking out or leaving an unhappy chapter in their life, where there's been blockages and limitations. Maybe the timing says that it's now that you will have the ability to resolve or to find a solution on how to overcome these blockages, these limitations, this karma, so that doors can open. Energetically, it's like needing to move, not getting stuck. Energetically needing to move, to take action. That's what the seed of the reading speaks to with the Knight of Wands. And with the King of Swords on here, King of Swords, great intelligence, ingenious thoughts, resolutions, new ways of doing things, not the old traditional way. And obviously this speaks to breaking traditions for me, not doing things the way that you've always done them. It's a time of newness, using your higher mind, your intelligent mind. And look out for signs and synchronicities and tower moments that are going to happen, that are going to break down these limitations and these closed doors. And you get to abundance. So you get, because we've got the fish, and it's Pisces. So I would say that we've got the ability, and it could be through this connection of Mars and Uranus in Taurus on the North Node, that someone actually sees their way out of any blockages, that someone has the help from Spirit. This is Spirit. I mean, this is the divine breaking down those limitations and those restrictions, giving you the ability to think outside of the box, to free yourself from anything that's been holding you back. And there is abundance here. We've got the fish. And the fish also speaks to repetition. And I have spoken about repetition in the past. But this is Venus in Taurus, my dear friends. It's Venus in Taurus, which speaks to our values. It can speak to finances, anything pertaining to business, our values, and it speaks to wealth and abundance. If that is not on a material level, then it's on an emotional level. Remember, it's on the 7 and Ace of Cups, right? What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the ring. There again is the cycle. There is the commitment. There is the contract. There is the union, okay? And there's a window of opportunity. We've got the clover. So luck is on your side. It is a number 2. And the ring is a number 7. So it could be in the Cancer season or in the month of July. Coming back to what I was talking about before with the Chariot, remember. That could also speak to a house move, right? Building on a brand new nest, a new situation, a new possibility where you will feel more safe and secure. Let's look at emotionally where we are. Come to the edge is a 36. It equals a 9. I don't know if it speaks to the month of September or if it speaks to the 9th of August. We've got meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Wow, okay. Okay, so it could be a new beginning for Piscean individuals, or where is Pisces in your chart? Now, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo on August 27, but a full moon we're going to have a full moon in Pisces on September 10th, so it is the 9th month. Full moon does speak to an ending. It does speak to the mutable signs, those areas of your chart. Nevertheless, someone is in contemplation. Notice the fish. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Oh my God. Full moon in Pisces, everyone. September 10, which I was just talking about. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. There's so much confusion, but there's such depth and love, and this is a spiritual connection here. Pay attention. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Okay. Okay. For many of us, I would say that this dream, this magic will possibly, for many of us, it can happen as Jupiter is going to regress, is going to go backwards. back and visit Pisces again. The gifts that were not given to us from Jupiter that had connected at those last degrees of Pisces will possibly be given to us from Jupiter towards the end of the year. So, of course, timing is fluid and it's very hard to pinpoint the time. We're not all on the same timeline, okay? So, and I'm going to say also, because Pisces is the 12th house, it could speak to blockages, feeling imprisoned, a lack of understanding or fears or subconscious challenges or karma that we're dealing with, which will be resolved at some point, I would say at the end of the year, dear friends. This is a big deal, and it's collective energy that I'm talking about now. And we've got, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. My goodness. So we've had a full moon in Scorpio, which was an eclipse mid-May. So we've got a lot of water here. Someone has been going through a purging process. Full moon in Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio can speak to fears. Pisces can speak to confusion, illusion. But there's a lot of intuition here. Water can speak to strong emotions, but also strong psychic abilities. Someone could be going through a purging process, trying to end a major karmic cycle in their life, trying to find their balance. They're going through a spiritual awakening and releasing any negativity and difficult karma that they've been carrying from the past. Shedding old karma. That's the South Node in Scorpio, my dear friends. And again, that is a process. Remember, we're continuing with the eclipses on the axis Scorpio and Taurus. The next eclipses will be October, towards the end of October, beginning of November, where we're going to have more eclipses. So stay tuned for more information on that. And you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We've got strong Pisces in Scorpio, and we've got expect powerful change, new moon, eclipse. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And the new moon eclipse, my darlings, is going to be the new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be on October 25th. I rest my case. And because these eclipses are on fixed signs, they do last way longer and they're much more challenging. So this could be playing out any time for you. Okay? All right. Last message. Thank you, Spirit. Let's take a chocolate message card. See what Spirit has for us today. Expect powerful change. Now, new moon eclipse. We also had a new moon eclipse on the 30th of April, which was in Taurus. So maybe there's been great change for you or the other person from the last eclipses, which are still playing out. What is the message today? And we've got the card. Thank you, Spirit. We have milk chocolate, child at heart. That rings the sign of Leo for me. Child at heart, the inner child, a particular child, someone acting a bit more childish, needing to mature. Embrace the big kid in your heart. Awaken the inner child and go with the flow, and others will warm to your easygoing nature. Nostalgia and memories will be at the forefront of your thoughts, and you may find yourself becoming easily bored with your present life. Crescent, I was going to say. It is important to say whatever is on your mind with the innocence and honesty of a child. Stay grounded and steadfast. Maybe this is saying that someone has been stable and steadfast and not wanting change, and therefore the Tower moment comes in. And we are talking strongly about those fixed areas of the chart. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. I go with the flow, allowing in what I want and letting go of that which no longer serves me. Speaking my mind always serves me well. Someone is coming in to speak their mind. We see that with the Knight of Swords. It's not the last message. I'm going to take a message from the gods, dear friends. From the Mythic Oracle, I feel called to. I thought of this before, almost forgot it. And it did speak to going with the flow, and that's the immutable signs. That's the Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini energies. Sometimes it's so hard, we don't know what to do. I believe that because someone has been very fixated, the Tower comes in, and as the Tower comes in, we need to go with the flow. Go with whatever is going on. Do not push against the changes that are coming in, that Spirit is bringing us. Ilios, wow. Leo, the Sun. Number 8, and strength, competence, trust, illumination. Thank you, Spirit. Illumination. Ilios is the Sun, and this is the child at heart. This is our heart chakra. This is child's play. This is the ability or the... This is someone wanting to have fun. This is someone ready to take a risk, to take a leap of faith pertaining to romance. This is the child at play. Even if I'm mixing up my words, I truly believe that what comes out of my mouth is meant to be heard. So I also, as I mentioned with this card, Archangel Lophiel or Zophiel or Jophiel, which is the same archangel. This is how he showed himself to me. But he had very, very short hair, very curly. He was exactly the same as what you see here with Ilios. And I've mentioned that in the past. Now the myth says Ilios is the son of Hyperion and Thea. He is a Titan and the brother of Selene, the moon, and Eos, dawn. The personification of the sun. He is often depicted as a beautiful crowned god who rode a chariot. Oh my God. Remember the chariot I spoke to? Who rode a chariot across the sky through the day, illuminating the world with his light. And they do connect him with Apollo. He's the god of the sun, and the god of music, and the god of the lyre, and the god of perfection and harmony and beauty. Apollo, they spoke about his the way he was built. He was one of the most handsome gods out of the 12 Olympian gods. Okay. Also, what this brings up for me, my dear friends, is that when Demetra, when her daughter Persephone was abducted by Pluto, Ilios was the god that helped her, because the sun, nothing can be hidden with the sun, right? The light of the sun beams on everything. It speaks to happiness. It speaks to matters of heart. It speaks to illumination. Here is the word illumination. Nothing can be secret under the sun. There will be revelations. So things that were hidden, emotions, situations, trickery, they will come up to the surface and will be lit up for us, because nothing can be hidden under the light of Ilios. So that means clarity. If Ilios has shown up in your cards today, the sun is shining on you now. This is a time of illumination. Clarity and joy are coming to you now as your life becomes illuminated. When our vision is clear, we have the joy and comfort of perspective. We are able to make sense of past, present, and future, thereby allowing ourselves to make clear decisions about our lives. And this could also speak to having the clarity in the time of Leo, as the sun soon will ingress into the sign of Leo. I believe that the last week of July is going to be a very important moment for many of us. Now is a very good time to write and reflect upon where you are as things are becoming clear for you. You may feel yourself filled with inspiration and positivity, as this is an empowering period filled with vast possibility and much joy. Use this new burst of energy to propel you forward to where you want to be in your life. But most importantly, do not forget to celebrate life, to play and have fun, for life is nothing without joy. Now is the time for renewed energy, clarity and perspective. Have fun. The sun is shining on your life right now, so enjoy this highly abundant and fruitful period. I believe that this is around the corner, my dear friends. So, with that, I will leave you. I want to thank you so much for all that you do for this channel, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Do consider joining us on Patreon, as we are a beautiful community there. It is very much a family that we have on Patreon. Those of you that are in love with astrology and mythology, it does serve you to join us on Patreon, as we do look into a lot pertaining to those areas. And also, just wanted to mention that I've recently put personal readings back on for everyone. So whoever is interested in receiving a personal reading, please email me. Email me at divinedebut with 1T 11@gmail.com. You can get all the links beneath the video. And remember that I will never reach out to you and ask you if you want a reading. I will never ask you to donate. Okay, so if someone is doing that to you on my social media, make sure you are forewarned, so you are forearmed. Please do take care. I don't want you losing money from those scammers out there. All right, my darlings, love and light to all of you. The 8 is the 8th month of August, so love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Ta-da.